Use their better.
Well, and it would be so awful to have all that stuff. I mean, like,
This is the way you gotta talk, what I'm talking about. Being here, we welcome you here. If there's anybody here that wants to address this board for any matter that is not on the agenda, we have set aside time in the on the agenda for you to address the board. If you'll complete a form that is on the back table and give it to Miss Robin up here, then we'll give you some time in the meeting to address the board. if it's for a matter that's not on the agenda. Do we have any, we don't have any other time? Okay, thank you. Dr. Lawson, you have some folks that are gonna lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Yes, I do. If I could ask our student ambassadors to come up and ask everyone else to stand, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Waller, the board, all those in the audience, we have some of our student ambassadors here. This is a highly rigorous program. We're always so proud of the efforts they give and the way they represent themselves, their families, and our school district. So tonight I wanted to ask them to take some time to tell you a little bit about themselves and maybe some about their high school experience and their future plans. We'll start with you, Ms. Womack.
Hi, I'm Taylor Womack, and I'm a senior at Henderson County High School. I'm in the business pathway, and after high school, I plan to attend the University of Samford and study in sales and marketing.
Hi, my name is Harper Scott. I'm in the health science pathway at the high school. I'm currently undecided on where I want to attend, but I do plan on majoring in biology on a pre-PA track.
Hello, my name is Cadence Moore. I am in our agriculture pathway, and I plan on attending Murray State University and majoring in pre-veterinary medicine.
Good evening. My name is Kaden Conrad, and I am not in a pathway at the high school. I am undecided on what college I'm going to, but I plan on studying biochemistry.
My name is Carson Troxel. I'm interested in engineering. I'm in the engineering pathway, and I'm undecided on where I'm going to school yet.
Yes, so Mr. Waller, you always mention how proud you are of these students.
Absolutely. I want to tell y'all that the program that you're in as representing the Henderson County schools as well as Henderson County as a community is a tough program. It's not easy to go through, and we appreciate what you do and how you represent our school as well as our community. And we appreciate you coming here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please give them a hand.
Next item on the agenda would be to approve the agenda that we've been presented tonight. Is there any questions, changes, or concerns about the agenda that we have?
I move we accept it as presented.
Have a motion, Mr. Alves.
Second.
And second, Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, vote unanimous. Next item would be Ms. Mortis, some recognitions, please.
The Governor's Scholars Program is a summer program for outstanding high school students in Kentucky who are rising seniors. In order to participate in the program, students must be nominated by their high school and then compete on a statewide level. Selection is highly competitive, with over 2,000 applications received and only 1,000 students selected to attend. We had several students that represented Henderson County High School this year. When we call your name, if you can please come forward to receive a Medal of Excellence. We will then take a group picture, followed by a picture with your family in attendance. Congratulations to Diamond McGuire. Oh, I'll give you a hug, Diamond, but go that way. Zoe Mills. Cadence Moore. Liberty Townsend. Nathaniel Gold. Brett Haley. Cole Lucas. Carson Troxel. Brianna Roy. And Aubrielle Woolfork.
I've been around here a long time, I'm gonna tell you how long, okay? But this has gotta be one of the biggest groups of students that have been represented to the Governor's Scholar Program from Henderson County in a long time. I mean, I can remember 2, 3, 4, 5, and I may be wrong, but I think I counted 10. That's a significant number from any one school, so pretty proud of that, and pretty proud of these folks that, because that's an elite business right there.
Thank you, Mr. Waller. We often say that Henderson County High School is the best high school in the state of Kentucky. And these students, and we have other students tonight that we're going to recognize, certainly represent that. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to just ask them, this is a great honor, obviously, but just one question to think about is, what are you most looking forward to in this Governor's Scholar Program? And I'm just going to hand the mic off to her first, and if you don't mind, I'm going to ask her to pass it down to each one of you.
Hello, my name is Diamond McGuire, and the thing that I'm most excited about, like with being a Governor's Scholar, is to be able to tell other students and other juniors about the program and to encourage them to definitely at least apply to it, because it is just life-changing. And I just think that it is so important and it's so amazing, and so I'm very excited to let other people know about the program.
I'm Cadence Moore. Probably the most exciting thing about being a GSP alumni is definitely the connections that you now have to all of these people throughout the state of Kentucky, all these like-minded people, and the connections that you can build through them and the opportunities you have.
I'm Libby Townsend, and the thing that I'm most excited about after doing GSP is just all of the friends that I now have across the entire state. And, you know, I get to see some of them visiting each other sometimes anytime they travel somewhere, and I know that anywhere I go now, I have people that I can connect with.
I'm Nate Gold, and the thing that I'm probably the most excited for is getting to see the friends that I've made at the reunion a year later.
I'm Brett Haley, and the thing I'm most excited about is just having made so many friends at GSP, because I probably met more people there than in the past 4 years of my life. And it really just has been such a great impact for me.
I'm Cole Lucas, and I think the best thing that I got coming out of GSP was the perspective change. I got to talk about a lot of different things that I don't usually talk about, and it definitely shifted my perspective, and in the future I think it'll definitely affect how I think.
I'm most excited for college now that after the GSP experience, I'm really excited to go to college, meet more people, and connect with the people that I've already met still.
Hello, I'm Brianna Roy, and I'm most excited about the way this will impact me in the future with the college experience that was so unique and so amazing.
Don't be afraid. Come on.
Before you leave, just quickly, as Ms. Williams and Mr. Waller, Mr. Alice always says, it's about a partnership with your families. So do you all have any family members here? If you're a family member, come on up. We're going to pile in behind us. You guys give us one step forward. All our Governor Shaw folks, all our mayor.
Hey, students, why don't you kind of go like this, like a little bit like this, so you can see your parents. Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Here we go. On three. Go. 1, 2, 3.
You're all paying the bill.
Congratulations to all of our students. Also this summer, we had the Governor's School for the Arts. It's an arts education program presented by the Kentucky Center for the Performing Arts. It has Kentucky's most promising high school students in 9 different art disciplines. It empowers the next generation of Kentucky's creative leaders. We had 2 students selected. Alexis Frankie for creative writing. She was unable to attend, but we have Camille Carter for design here this evening. So if you want to meet Dr. Lawson.
Medal for Camille. Mr. Alice will give you your medal here.
Congratulations, young lady.
So this is going to be tricky. Let's see what you got there.
Yeah, there you go.
So congratulations, Camille, for being in the Governor's School for Fine Arts. And just like the other students, can you tell me what you're most excited about for the Governor's School of Fine Arts?
I think I'm most excited about being able to take the perspective that I had in the past and be able to change it from what I now know from GSA. It's definitely changed my outlook on different things and how to interact with other people.
Fantastic. So are your folks here? Your mom is? Okay, we're going to get a quick picture. Miss Tracy, can you mind coming up here and jumping in this one with us? And we'll get a quick picture. And then we'll get your mom up here right for this one. We can get your mother to come on up. Congratulations.
Congratulations. GSE, Governor's School for Entrepreneurs, empowers the dreams of Kentucky students to have the grit, drive, and passion to be bluegrass entrepreneurs and create jobs here in our state. The program identifies, inspires, and empowers Kentucky's future innovators. Congratulations to Taylor Womack, and Joey Berger for being GSC.
So congratulations for being included in the Governor's School for Entrepreneurs. And can you tell this group of people here what you like best about the Governor's School for Entrepreneurs?
Okay, so I definitely have to say this is kind of a hard question. There was a lot of things I took away from GSC and the process and everything like that. But I will say, learning those skills that you learned there and applying them to the classroom, like in Colonel's Corner Bank, I'm just got promoted to the CEO. And then also for Colonel Creations, I'm also the store manager there as well. So just being able to apply those leadership skills that I learned at GSC has definitely been life-changing, and I'm super proud of that.
My name is Joey Berger, and the thing I liked most about GSE was really the intensive education process. Like, the first week was extremely hard, but it really taught me that there's way more thinking that you can do than you think you can do. So that was really my favorite part about it.
I think I saw your parents in the crowd. I want to ask their folks to come on up, the Womacks and the Burgers, you would. We'll fill in here. Folks, a hand.
Congratulations, y'all.
We had two students that were accepted into the Gatton Academy, Brady and Alexis Frankie. They were unable to attend tonight, but we did want to recognize them, and hopefully we can reschedule maybe towards the end of the year to recognize them for this.
Good evening. I'm here tonight and have the distinct honor to recognize the Henderson Police Department and the Henderson County Sheriff's Office as our community partners of the month. Partnership is more than just a word. It's about showing up day after day with a commitment to protect, support, and serve. Henderson Police Department, along with Henderson Sheriff's Office, have gone above and beyond to ensure the safety and well-being of our students, staff, and family. Whether it's providing a reassuring presence in our schools, assisting in community events, or responding in times of need, they model what it means to care deeply about the people they serve. Their dedication doesn't just keep our community safe, it strengthens the bonds between our schools, families, and local law enforcement. It gives our students role models of integrity, courage, and service. On behalf of Henderson County Schools and the entire community, we want to say thank you for your unwavering commitment, your teamwork, and your heart for Henderson County. You truly make a difference, and we are proud to honor you today. Those with us to represent both departments, first we have Mr. Chief Boland is here for HPD. We have Lieutenant Willett and Lieutenant Young. If you would please join Dr. Lawson.
Ask all of our board members to please come up. Before we take a picture here, I just wanted to get a quick word from the three of you all, only just affirm what Mr. Thompson said, that we have many layers to our safety plan. And all of them are important, but none of them are more important than these men that protect our schools. We're so grateful to our community for supporting us in a way that we have a school resource officer in every single school. We're thankful to our community for prioritizing that and funding it. We're thankful to our legislators for prioritizing that and helping fund it as well. And we're so fortunate to have men like this helping protect our schools. And that partnership word, we really mean it. And it comes from core value number 4, that genuine relationships are the foundation of everything we do. We're so grateful for you. And so if you don't mind, I want to hear just a minute from you on your partnership with Henderson County Schools, how it's working for you, or what are the best parts, and moving forward.
So, thank you. The leadership team has already heard my opinion before, but to the board and to the citizens and parents, I think the kids know it every day, but I've been overly impressed with how much our school corporation here cares about safety. They're proactive with it. They reach out to us. They come to us with things. And it is a true partnership. So I can't thank you enough. I've been very impressed, and hopefully we'll keep this team going for quite a while.
And basically, I would just echo the same things that Chief Boland just said. We can't say enough about how the school corporation works with us and gives us all the things we need to help them, and it's definitely a two-way street, and it really works out well. So.
To the young men and women in here, I want to congratulate you guys for what y'all have accomplished. That is a very big achievement. As of us working with the schools, we love it. It's something that all of our officers hold dear to their heart. I know HPD, along with the Sheriff's Office, work with us working out in the county. It's something that we really, really, really love to do, and we hope to continue what we have.
We're so blessed to have you. Thank you.
Is there anyone? Okay. Dr. Lawson, again, I want to say that the recognitions that we do for our students, our community partners, and the folks who work in our school district, this is the best part of this meeting. Appreciate what you do to recognize them and everybody else. We're going to continue through the agenda. Those of you folks that have been recognized and feel like you want to go ahead and leave. You don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting. I'm sure you got plenty to do. But we do appreciate you being here, and we appreciate the recognition that you bring for the Henderson County school system and the Henderson community. Thank you. Next item would be to approve the minutes from the public hearing and our regular school board meeting on August 18th. We've received those minutes prior to this meeting, so I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
Second by Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. We just voted on the minutes. Do you have any changes to the minutes, Mr. Alves?
I'm sorry.
Do you have any changes to the minutes that you?
No, sir, I'm sorry, I was.
That's all right. We weren't going to interrupt you. You were doing real business. So all we're looking for you to say aye.
Aye.
We're all unanimous. Thank you, sir.
I had something a little bit more important.
Understandable.
Yep, absolutely.
Understandable. Next item would be our construction manager report, Mr. Miller.
Yes, so 2 updates, obviously 2 projects. South Middle delayed that bid date to 9/24. We had a couple things we had to work out with some contractors to gather a couple more bids. We've got that handled now, and we'll be able to on 9/24 and be here at the next board meeting to hopefully approve everything. That's the only thing I have on that. On East Heights, you heard me say last time we were behind. That's still the case this time, but we met our goals. So basically last month, our monthly meetings are the same days as what we have here. So last month we sat down as a team. We said if we can get another week, chip it away week by week by week, each month we'll be back on track, and we met our goal for the first time. So we chunked a week out of it to what we were behind. So now we're caught up a little bit. Same thing next month and next month and next month. We stay there, we'll be just fine. As far as construction itself, obviously there's really not much more to say other than we're going vertical. CMU walls are going up.
We all understand that construction projects are dynamic, and sometimes you have to just be patient. I appreciate that too.
That's all I have, unless anybody has any questions.
Any questions? Thank you so very much. Appreciate you
Thank
doing
you.
what you're doing. Thank you. Dr. Lawson.
Yes, sir. It is. So every other month, we rotate our athletic report with our strategic plan update. And this month, so what we're doing is we're going through our strategic plan bullet by bullet and bringing back to the board every other month evidences in which we're accomplishing those goals. And I just want to begin with saying that around 5 years ago, we brought in multiple different groups of stakeholders to form our strategic plan. We listened to and synthesized the values of community members, students, parents, staff, board members to create a strategic plan, something that can lead and guide us. And so we're living that out. And Ms. Robbins awfully anxious to show you what we got going on here. But I want to first show, before we get to this, as you watch it, I want you to think about the bullets that are up there. When we said 5 years ago that we wanted to work towards providing our students with a foundation of good character and make sure they're equipped with the tools they need for their next step in their education and or their careers. We wanted to bridge the gap between our students and the community through inclusive partnerships. We wanted to increase proficiency in both core content and career and technical education, and then to maintain safe schools. So on 9/11, we always remember that. We believe that's important for our kids to remember times like that, and we believe it's an important part of their development, their character. So Ms. Robin, she'll show this video. At the end of it, I might ask Mr. Thompson to give us some details about it, and I'll do the same.
Why is it important for us to honor the 9/11, the people that died on 9/11, even though that was years and years ago? Why is it important for us to honor them?
It's still affecting today.
Huh?
It's still like affecting people's lives today.
It's still affecting people's lives today, and it could still happen today. We can't ever forget the past because we have to be prepared for the future, right? But we also don't want to forget the lives that were sacrificed on that day. Because their families, their loved ones, they're still on this earth. They're still around. Thousands, hundreds of lives were saved that day. And we have to remember that. It's very important for us to remember that. Each one of those red roses represents a firefighter. 343 firefighters, about 71 police officers, Port Authority, about 8 EMS personnel. The blue is the police officers, the white is the EMS personnel. The ribbon that goes around it, that represents all the lives that are continuously lost due to the aftermath and effects of 9/11, the carcinogens that were in the air, the PTSD and suicide, the lives that were lost from the military. Because 9/11 didn't end that day or end when the cleanup was over. It went on for years and years. 20 years past the actual event, military were over in the Middle East fighting a war. The fire service is steeped in tradition. One of those traditions is honoring our own. You'll see our core values at HFD are honor, integrity, excellence. Another tradition that's deep in the fire service is the ringing of the bell. Because at the beginning of every shift and at the beginning of every run, emergency run, we're alarmed by a bell. That's how we get out and serve the community, by the ringing of the bell. So today we're going to ring a bell and honor those that served before us, and honor those that served on 9/11 and passed away, and continue to suffer the repercussions of that day. So we're going to ring the bell 3 times for 3 rings each, and honor the people that passed away on 9/11 and continue to suffer because of that day.
So as you can see, it's a tribute to our history with and honor those folks who gave it all on 9/11. But there's more to this story. Mr. Thompson, do you mind telling us a little bit about these students, who their instructor is, what kind of pathway they're in? Why were they walking up and down those stairs?
Sure. As a tribute, that's a little hot. As a tribute to the fallen service members in the fire department, they do a stair run every year on 9/11. If you do much on social media, you see it all over at universities, but they do a stair run because at the time, World Trade Center, we know when you have a fire in a tall building, you don't use elevators, you climb stairs. So as a tribute to all those that lost their lives and are still battling, they do a stair run every single year. They do it all across the United States. The students that you saw out there were students part of a brand new pathway of fire science at Henderson County High School. It's been in conversation for a little over a year. You saw Casey Howard, that's their instructor. He is an active lieutenant in the Henderson Fire Department, and he teaches 3 sections every single day at no cost to us. So he comes in, he teaches basic fire science, basically Fire Science 101, to 3 classes of our students. And so what you saw is you saw those classes, plus you saw some PE classes out there with them partaking in the stair run that day. So fire science is going real well. Just so you know, you're going to see a fire truck on our campus probably next week. We will own a fire truck. Believe it or not, Henderson County Schools will own a fire truck. Now, we can't bring it to a house and put out a fire, but it's used as a training. It is being donated by EVSC to Henderson County Schools, and we will take possession of that next week. So the fire science program is off, up and running. You saw the chief in there, Chief Dixon, also running with our kids.
So
Pretty good.
pretty special. Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Next item would be new business. Ms. Byrd.
I don't know if my mic's working or not. Is it working?
So this item is on the agenda kind of a getting ahead of the ball. I was contacted actually by two different people about Habitat for Humanity's interest in acquiring a certain piece of property that was conveyed to the school district a number of years ago when we had a construction project going on in the tech unit that was a partnership with the Home Builders Association. So we had, 5 pieces of property, I believe, that were conveyed by the city to be used for the construction of low-income housing. That program is no longer in place. I confirmed with Mr. Thompson. But so there's the particular piece of property that Habitat is in negotiations with the city to acquire. Now, I'm not going to begin to speak for the city. I think I see Dawn, to know how far they've gotten along in that process. But I circulated to each of y'all the deed that was conveyed to the board, and in the deed there's a clause that states if the house isn't built within 2 years, that it will revert back to the city. That property will revert back to the city. So by operation of the terms of the deed, no home was constructed. So technically it has reverted back, but we would still need to sign off on the conveyance if it comes to pass. So we brought it before the board just to kind of get our ducks in a row, so that if that does in fact come to pass, that our part of it is taken care of. Just to cover our bases, we want to put on the record that the board's not using it, that we're declaring it surplus. It's no longer needed, it's no longer used. And then authorize Dr. Lawson to execute any documents that would be necessary to be completed to effectuate the transfer if that comes about. And since Dawn is here, I'll ask you if there's anything else that I'm leaving out.
No, I think you got it. We didn't even realize that property was not used for Habitat, the one who found the property and found the reversion and contacted us. So I'd like to take credit for it, but it's all Matt at Habitat.
So it's a wonderful way for that property to be able to use for the intended purpose. And since we don't have the program, that Habitat can kind of step into those shoes and hopefully build a home on the site. So,
Dr. Lawson.
I agree with everything Ms. Byrd just said. I'm excited about this partnership. I think it's a fantastic way to continue to build community. And so I would request the board approve the reversion of the Julia Street property to Henderson Water Utility as presented by Mrs. Byrd.
So moved. Have a motion from Mr. Alvis.
Second.
Have a second, Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Vote unanimous. Thank you. And your recommendation was to include that you're going to, how did you have a word?
to authorize him to be able to execute the
You're authorized to
documents.
be able to execute anything that has to do with that property. You go back to the city.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next item is consent agenda. We have 6 items on the consent agenda that has, it includes approved school activity fundraiser requests from East Sides, Bengate, and Jefferson. Some overnight trip requests for the Future Business Leaders of America, salary amendment in the finance department, and shortened days for 5 students in special needs. approve some bid recommendations and review and accept some changes for the policies on the procedures for physical restraint. We have one item, item 5, I'd like to have pulled. Is there any other item need to be pulled from the consent agenda?
Not I, no.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion that we accept the consent agenda excluding item 5 as presented.
So moved.
Have a motion, Mr. Alves.
Second.
Second,
Sorry.
Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. Vote unanimous. Item 5 is some bid recommendations with regards to the JRTC obstacle course and some mental health evaluation. And Dr. Lawson?
Thank you, Mr. Waller. I want to speak directly to the mental health bid recommendation. Some time ago, we distributed a request for proposal for our mental health services. This is an important service to our students. It's something that we want to continue to be able to support them in that way. We did receive some proposals, and we received those around September the 10th. And so because it's such an important proposal and such an important service, I'd like to just request the board give us more time to study those proposals and come back to that at a later meeting.
Any questions with regards to that?
Move that we accept that as a recommendation.
Well, the item 5 on that consent is for the obstacle course as well as the time to delay on the, is that your recommendation, Dr. Lawson?
Well, yes, sir. I would like to request what's in your packet there to stay as is. And in there it says the bid for the JRTC obstacle course.
Be approved.
That one be approved. And then I wrote that there's a memo there to request more time on the mental health proposal.
Okay, so that's your recommendation. Is that the?
Did I hear correctly, the obstacle course will go forward?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a motion, Mr. Alves,
We
second,
accept
Dr.
that.
Superintendent's recommendation. Have a
So
second.
moved.
Second.
Second from Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Thank you. Next item would be the financial business. Mr. Stokes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Dr. Lawson, members of the board. The action on the inventories that is being requested is to change the minimum threshold for assets to be capitalized from 5,000 to 10,000, and that basically means put them on the depreciation schedule. Assets were not depreciated until about 2003, 2004, and at that time they recommended $1,000. About 10 years later, they moved it from 1,000 to 5,000, and here we are again. Now it's from 5,000 to 10,000. So this is in line with the White House Office of Management and Budget, OMB. It's a federal guideline. They've changed theirs from 5 to 10, and I would like our guidelines to be in line with the federal government, please.
Dr. Lawson.
I'd request the board approve the first reading of 04.7, our inventories, as presented by Mr. Stokes.
Heard the superintendent's recommendation. Entertain a motion. Motion, Mr. Alves.
Second.
Second, Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Vote unanimous.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're still on board.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Mr. Chairperson, members of the board, and thank you, Dr. Lawson. I feel honored and privileged to present the working budget this year, but before I do so, I would like to just stop and have a minute to say thank you to Miss Cindy Cloutier for not only all her years of experience that she gave to not only this district but to its students, but also for the excellent and wonderful job she's done leading the finances here for several years at HCS. I'm sure I'll spend the rest of my career trying to fill her shoes, probably unsuccessfully, but there's no one else in this state that I'd rather follow. Thank you, Cindy. Well done. And now with the budget, on the attachment, the first page is some highlights. As each of you are aware, I'm sure the board is required to approve and submit a working budget to KDE by September 30 each year. And of course, the board approved a tentative budget in May, but some notable highlights that are in this budget are that we've revised the receipts based on a full year of historical and projected receipts. We've made changes in the expenditures for salaries and benefits to include the 3% salary schedule increase that the board passed. Also, in this budget includes a $500 supplemental payment for each employee to be paid at Christmas. This budget includes updated cost amounts for our scheduled bus purchases. Also in this budget, we have used rising trends to update utilities. This budget also reflects the increased cost for the additional SROs, which is part of our safety initiative, which is on the front of our, on the front burner on our stove. And then also this budget includes general fund costs to continue other safety measures, including the Centegics, which is our software and alert system for student and staff safety. This budget also includes the continued funding for the one-to-one initiative included, and that is around $1 million. And just to finalize, the budget does contain about a 13.6% contingency. So a couple other things that are been changed in this budget is that we do know now that the SEEK last year was 43.26, the base per ADA, and in this year it is 45.86, and that is a increase of $260 per average attendance for a student. Also, we do know our enrollment has dropped about 215 kids from last year. So when your enrollment drops, it's important not only for our kids to learn, but for our budget, which is why I'm here, to have great attendance. And at this point, I'd like to thank Miss Casey Farmer-Wolf for her excellent job and her team, because we have had before COVID numbers on our attendance. And that is just remarkable to get these kids back in school. So well done to her, because she's not only helping the kids receive instruction, she's also helping this guy help, with our budget and try to provide everything that we can for our staff and students. So I'd like to thank Casey at this time. And moving forward, I did provide the board with a summary balance. Our budget this year is about, sideways, sorry about that. It's about 150, she's good. I bet she is. Our total budget for all funds is 152 million and change. And again, if you'll notice the second from the bottom line on the right, the contingency for all operation funds is 13.6%. We do have a contingency based on Fund 1 and Fund 51, which is around 15%. The next page shows just kind of a pictorial graph of where our revenues come from. And no surprise, about half of it does come from SEEK. About the other half comes from local revenues, such as property tax and vehicle tax and utility tax. And then we have little chunks from transportation and investment earnings and other receipts. And then the next graph shows our Fund 1 expenses. And again, it's typical for a school system to have around 80% in salaries and benefits. Ours is around 81.9. And I think 80 is probably the magic point, but it's also a goal of this board and this district, I think, to make sure that we are attracting and retaining the best teachers and staff in the state. So with it being 81.9, that's not an alarming. That's a well-funded expense that's well done. So if you'll scroll to the next page, Ms. Newton, please. Thank you. This is our year bond schedule. And I want the board to be aware of, and I think Ms. Cloutier did too, of this year's bond payments. And then the next screen is our cumulative bond payments for the next several years. And then after that is the meat and potatoes of our budget. When I discuss the issues that were included in this budget, But at this time, I would be happy to answer any questions on this budget or anything in finance. Yes, Mr. Alves?
Excuse me, do I understand that we have a grand total of 75,800,000 some odd thousand? That's our total indebtedness at the moment?
That's our total in payments. Now, that amount does include some interest. So if a bond was paid off early, then we wouldn't quite pay the 75 million. Our bond proceeds are approximately 65 million, and then about 65 million, and then about 10 of it's interest. So,
Are there any of those bonds that are likely to be callable?
with interest where it is right now, probably not, sir. So it'd probably be several years. If interest dropped, then we would certainly entertain that to save us some more money and be able to throw more back into facilities.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Dr. Lawson?
Thank you, Mr. Stokes. You and Ms. Cloutier have been working hard on that. We always say the money makes the mission happen. It's exciting, the direction of our school. Appreciate the board's support for supporting all the priorities. And Mr. Waller, you always say, you know, it's really pretty simple what we're here to do. Provide the best education we can to the students that we have and treat our staff like family. So with that said, I think this budget reflects that mentality. I'd request that the board approve the working budget, the 25-26 working budget as presented by Mr. Stokes.
So moved.
You heard the superintendent's recommendation. You have a motion, Mr. Alves.
Second.
Second, Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, vote unanimous, and I think this is a pretty safe budget, especially with a contingency of 13.6%. $19 million is not designated, so we're healthy.
We are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item would be the treasurer's report.
Thank you again. In the month of August 2025, our receipts were $5,643,540. Our total expenditures were $13,596,176, with a net change, a net decrease this month of $7,952,636. And as you notice, most of that came out of construction. So we did last month when we've sold our bonds, we've had quite a bit of a net increase. So we'll see that chipping away a little bit each month as we're starting to pay for these projects. So it's a big number, but not alarming.
So we got a good bank back, balance some.
Just dropped by about 8 million.
It's all right, it'll work.
That's what it was there for though, right, Mr. Waller?
Sir. Dr. Lawson?
If there are no questions, I'd request the board approve the treasurer's report as presented by Mr. Stokes.
Heard the superintendent's recommendation, have a motion? Motion, Mr. Alves. Second from Ms. Williams. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye, vote unanimous.
Thank you very much.
We have the paid warrant report.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairperson, members of the board, and Dr. Lawson. The paid warrant report from 8/19/25 to 9/15/25 totals $8,359,543.38.
Anybody have any questions about any of the bills that are on there? Dr. Lawson?
If there are no questions, I'd request the board approve the paid warrant report as presented by Mr. Stokes.
Heard the superintendent's recommendation. Have a motion from Ms. Williams.
Second.
All I knew to
Second,
say was
Mr.
second,
Alves.
I was just second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, vote unanimous. Next item would be the, bless you, 2026 motor vehicle tax rate. Dr. Lawson?
So this was an oversight on my part at the last board meeting we had when we established a property tax rate. And I just want to be clear here that I'm not in any way proposing an increase to the motor vehicle tax rate. We haven't increased that rate in a number of years, but it's just an oversight on my part. And so our rate is at 54.8 cents per $100 of assessed value, and I just request the board that we keep that rate and we vote on it tonight as presented. That's 54.8 cents.
I'll make a motion to accept the superintendent's recommendation with regards to the motor vehicle tax staying the same as it has been for several years. Entertain a second. Have a second, Mr. Alves. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, votes unanimous. Before we leave, I'd like to echo Mr. Stokes' comments. And Ms. Robin, if you'll let the record reflect that we've received and reviewed the personnel actions since the last board meeting, that it's been a pleasure and an honor, Cindy, to work with you. I don't think we can say enough with regards to what you've done for this school district and how well you kept us afloat in this school district, and we wish you the best in your retirement years. You know, we know that, I know it's gonna be fun. You're gonna enjoy it, but we're gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. We've been here about the same amount of time, and I'm gonna miss you, and we really appreciate it, Doctor. Well, we've been around, I said about. Dr. Lawson, I don't know if you have any comments or anybody else, but I want to tell her how much I appreciate her doing what she's done.
Yep, we've had an opportunity to honor her a couple different times. When first time I met Mr. Stokes was when he was here to present her with her CASBO Officer of the Year of the State Award. She's been fantastic. You know, I don't know that I can get the quote right, but it's some quote from Winnie the Pooh. How lucky am I to be a part of something that I'm going to miss so much? Was what she put in her resignation letter. Cindy loves the school district. I saw her mother at a retired teacher and principal in this district at our last retired teachers meeting. Her parents are Henderson County grads. She's a Henderson County grad. All her children are Henderson County grad. She's special. And so we know Mr. Stokes is going to do a great job too. He's fully committed to our team. It's really hard to replace somebody like Cindy Cloutier. And really, she would be the first to tell you too, because she loves it so much, to thank you to this board. For the past few months, we've had a transition time between our chief financial officers. And that's because we want to be steady long-term. All of us are in this for the long haul. We want to do it right. And because of Mrs. Cloutier's work, among others, we're able to really have a bright future. So we all love Cindy. We're going to miss her. And, you know, I've got some really good news for you, though. She's got a grandbaby on the way.
All right.
She's having weddings and all these kinds of things. She's going to be a special part of her life. We love you, Cindy. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to miss you. Next item on the agenda would be adjourned, so I'll make a motion we adjourn this meeting, and I don't need a second. We're going to vote. Sorry, we got it. It's all going to go on. We're done. Thank you so very much. It's unanimous.